lavish musical numbers, and a cast of characters all pulled straight from the Playboy magazines of the times. Viva has it all. Comedy.
I've always wanted to be a prostitute. It sounds so romantic.
Drama.
Rick and I got in a fight.
Maybe waiting a long time.
Adventure. Pathos.
You're not only a whore, you're a filthy lesbian.
It all adds up to what critics are calling a new kind of cinematic experience. Viva. Feel the excitement. Viva. Live it as if you were really there. Viva. Experience the sexual revolution.
We'll be back in time to cook dinner?
Of course.
So please give it up for writer, producer, editor, star, art director, costume designer, Annie Phillips! And also, co-star, co-producer, Jared Sanford is here!
You're a really great audience. Does anybody have any questions?
Can we say congratulations first?
Oh,
because it's awesome. I mean, the inspiration comes from the movie you watched in the 70s, or does
yes, and also from Playboy magazines, and also from my own life, you know?
What part?
Just, you know, growing up, you know, kind of discovering my own sexuality and relating that back to the sexual revolution, you know, like trying to make a parallel.
And that was all in Los Angeles?
Mostly in Hawaii, actually. I grew up in my teenage years in Hawaii. Yeah. It's pretty pagan, you know. Yeah. Just a metaphor for a young girl, a young woman, and her sexuality and how she discovers that, and a very supercharged time to put that story is in the sexual revolution.
Were any of the older actors veterans of some of the movies that you were basing this off of?
One of the guys, the British guy, has been in some of those Showtime sleaze movies, like late night. But those are more recent.
And the director of photography, did he study all these movies from before?
We were together, we looked at a lot of clips, and we became a, you know, that's not his natural style. He likes really naturalistic, almost like dark things, and he likes to shoot mainly exterior. You know, that wasn't what he did before, but he's really good at it. He's skilled.
Can you speak about a little bit about the Mark characters?
Mark's character?
Yeah.
Well, you want to speak about that, Jared?
Yeah, maybe more with you, okay?
What would you like to know?
Everything. Who's that guy?
Who is he? Well, he's a TV actor, and he's really happy about the opportunities of the sexual revolution.
Because I'm trying to make this, believe it or not, this is a piece of psychological realism that's disguised in fantasy and genre, but the psychology of it is very real for me. So how does that ever get resolved? I'm still trying to work that out. How does that get resolved, you know? Like your bad experiences that you have, and you know, sex is so uncomfortable for so many people, and sometimes it's good and bad, and it's just, you know, I mean, do we have answers to those things? I think like the movie is about trying to talk about how ambivalent and awkward all those situations are, and how there is not really a solution to them in a way. It's funny because like while doing the movie, I started to feel that it was liberated. It's very weird because I didn't think that, I think the movie transformed that for me, so that now I find it to be more positive, and it's a strange way. But I think from the images that I was looking at from the movies and the magazines, the world of the sexual revolution, and also from people I knew that had been through it very intensely, was pretty painful and pretty disturbing for women, and not really that liberating. It was pretty much like a big pie in the face for women, what they were promised and what they got. It was really, really on men's terms, and not very nice for them. So that I wanted to go into like the freshness of the promise at the beginning of the sexual revolution, where it was all about everybody's equal and women get all these things, but they didn't really get all of it. You know, it kind of shut down at some point. It was kind of strange. Like at the beginning, I think it felt really refreshing for everybody. And it was political too. It was like against, you know, older people and money and the establishment. It was like hippies and sex. It was all tied in with this kind of youth movement and this feeling of like freedom from a lot of negative things that were happening in culture, and so the really repressed things in the 50s. And then I said, I don't really think it gave women what it promised. And a lot of the irony or the satire of the movie is about those discrepancies between what people think they're like inner and outer experience, you know, or what's expected and what's forgotten. I mean, this sounds very serious as a comedy, but that's there, you know. There's a darkness underneath the comedy.
All of the acting, was it so over the top on purpose?
No, we just don't know what we're doing. I mean, these people, we try and tell them, you know, just tone it down a little, you know?
Can we or do people laugh?
Yeah, they really want to hear you laugh. I don't know if you can do it on the spot. Say something funny. I don't know. Yeah, you
So nothing was shoot on exteriors, it was all in.
No, we had exteriors, we lit them, you know what I mean? Like we had like giant lights outside. So it looked like a studio.
And all that, all
Yeah, like it looked like a studio, but because it was all lit like a studio, even though it was outside. So we were competing with the sun. We were bringing in our own suns. Yeah. Yeah.